Okay, so it's your boy JCG. So I am about to go to a screening of Kraven the Hunter. Yes, I am actually about to go review this movie. I bought a ticket. Might as well tell y'all how it is since this whole Sony Spider-Man less cinematic universe is pretty much over. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my coat, hop into my car, and let's head to the theater.
Kraven the Hunter, rated R.
All right, so I just got back from the movie theater. I'm back home right now. Um, let me start off by saying this. This is gonna be a mostly spoiler filled review. Like I'm not even gonna bother keeping anything from this movie really a secret because I highly doubt any of y'all are gonna go pay to see this. But if you do care even in the slightest of about watching this movie and what happens, then I guess click off this video. But yeah, there's your only spoiler warning. To put it bluntly, you guys, this movie's just piss. It's just like this is not a good movie. This is a below average film. Honestly, I don't even want to call it the worst thing ever because it really isn't, but you know, unlike I would say, I don't know, something something like Morbius or Thor Love and Thunder or even um I don't know, something like, you know, Madam Web. I hate to bring that up. Unlike those films where those films were literal disgraces, like absolute jokes and just not to be really to be taken seriously at all. This film tried way too hard to take itself seriously, and it was just boring. That's the word that perfectly describes this film best. It's boring. It is a bland, soulless, just honestly devoid, almost devoid of any real joy. Because the movie, I'll give it this: having this film be R-rated, I would say was a good choice. Although it's weird though because they decided that they wanted Kraven of all characters to have an R-rated film, which yeah, you could say works for his character, but it's like they wanted Kraven to be R-rated, but they didn't want Venom to be R-rated, and Venom was the perfect character for an R rating. But you know that's neither here or there. The plot of this movie, it's really nothing special at all. Because you want to know what happens in this movie? Aaron Taylor Johnson, our main actor who portrays Kraven, the entire film is just him, you know, saying to his dad how much he's a terrible father. Which yeah, Russell Crowe, who does portray his dad in the film, it's pretty obvious from the get go that the father is just a piece of crap and he's unlikable from the get go. Pretty much, you know, blaming him for the death of their mother who died from suicide. Um, and then, you know, he goes on this whole mission of pretty much trying to right the wrongs of his. Well, not even that. He tries to take out all like the associated people and enemies that his dad made, and pretty much trying to prove to him that you know he's a better man than his father ever will be. That's the whole motive. That's the whole that basically summarizes the movie's whole plot. And then you know you throw in the Rhino, who's our main antagonist, which we'll get to him in a bit. And then this whole like side quest with him trying to rescue his brother from the Rhino, and yeah, it's there's nothing fun or unique or even remotely exciting about it. This is just bland and yeah, it's mediocre. That's really all I can say, my friends. It's mediocre. Aaron, I'm gonna say this. Aaron Taylor Johnson is actually really good casting for the character of Kraven. I really do believe that they nailed that at least. But it's just sad because Aaron's a good actor. He going from his kick-ass days and then playing Quicksilver in Avengers Age of Ultron. And then I think the other movie that I recently saw him in was Bullet Train. Aaron Taylor Johnson's a great actor. And, I would have actually liked to see a better fleshed out version of his Kraven in a better movie. But this is the movie that we're given with him. He's given a terrible script to work with, and they try so hard, because the whole tagline of this movie is that villains aren't born, they're created, right? So they're trying to say like, oh well, this is Kraven's villain origin story, but really it's not even. Kraven isn't even a villain in this, or at least he doesn't feel like a villain. All right, because the whole thing that they try to do with Kraven in this movie is pretty much make him an animal rights activist, which pretty much goes against what Kraven actually is in the Spider-Man comic books and all other media versions of the character. Because Kraven doesn't have a love or care for animals. No, he hunts them too, just like he hunts humans. He literally makes he cuts off the fur, the skin from lions and other wild beasts, and then he makes clothing out of them. He literally wears a lion's mane in a lot of art that you see Kraven in. It's just so weird how Sony thought that making Kraven a relatable character and trying to make him somewhat sympathetic, when really Kraven's really never been a character who we're supposed to be rooting for. It's why would you change that one aspect? I don't want to see animal rights activist Kraven. That's not what I came. Anyway, I'm moving on. The Rhino, our main, like I said, he's this movie's main antagonist. Just generic, boring villain. Doesn't even feel like the character that we've seen in the comic books, the cartoons, the video games. Just some average looking dude who pretty much injected himself with this formula that gave him, that pretty much toughened his skin, made it this I don't even know what you call it, but it hardened his skin to make it like that of a rhino, which is why he calls himself that. And another positive I guess I can give it is at least the design of the character looks good. The last time we saw Rhino in live action was The Amazing Spider-Man 2, when they did Mecha Rhino, and that design has not aged well. That has not aged well at all. But this is a decent comic accurate design for the Rhino. It just sucks that the CGI itself wasn't all that great, and the character himself, like I said, was bland and just not a good villain at all. And on top of that, he dies from getting ran over by wildebeest. I forgot what animals they were, but whatever they were, oxen, or it was the horned animals. Like you remember when I said about how this film was trying to like have a message about animal rights and how like hunters keep taking their keep killing these animals and then taking like parts of their body like their horns. That's pretty much the message this movie is trying to send. And it's like he dies from getting ran over by wildebeest. Man, yeah, that's lame, man. I'm sorry, that's just so lame. What's her name? I forgot her name already. The actress who played Calypso, beautiful woman. But I don't know. She kind of gives off the vibe. Honestly, almost all these actors give off the vibe that they do not want to be in this movie. Like this is just another paycheck to them. This film just feels like these people are here to come in, do whatever they have to, read whatever lines from a script they were given, get their bag, and then head home. It's just there's no love or care in this movie. And really, that's all I have to say. I don't know what to tell you guys else because there are plenty of other videos who can go more in depth about this movie, but that's pretty much Kraven the Hunter in a nutshell. The last hurrah of Sony's Spider-Man-less cinematic universe, and thank God that it's over. But yeah, if I had to rate this movie out of 10, I'll give it a 4. Maybe a 3, but then again, it's not that atrocious, but it's still pretty bad. It's definitely up, I would say, a 4 out of 10. I do not recommend. But yeah, that's really all I got to say. Oh man, I can't wait because there are definitely some better movies that I'm looking forward to both this month and in next year. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know if you saw the movie down below, what you thought of it. This has been your boy JCG. God bless. I'm out. Deuces.